We are planning makeup today. Let us have a good old time and play with our makeup. If you have a palette, take it out. Let us have some makeup fun and call it a day. Today, this video might be a little long, but please watch it to the fullest because the chit chat I'm talking about is very serious, and I do believe we need to talk to our loved ones while we are alive and let them know that no matter what happens, in the end, they should continue to live their life. Because I hear a lot of people say their loved one has passed and they are kind of stuck because they don't know if the loved one wants them to do this or do that and do this and do that. And it is a very hard time for a lot of people, and we all grieve differently. Don't shame somebody because they don't grieve like you. We are all different people. We process things differently. Yeah, you might see somebody just lost a mother, a father, maybe a child or something, and you see them out and about smiling and happy. You don't know, maybe that is there. You don't know, because maybe that is the only day they left the house, they felt better about themselves, and they're able to smile and have a good time. So when you see them, don't judge them. And then there are some people who are paralyzed after a death. And some of us will say, oh, by now you should be over that. No, they have their own grieving time. Let them grieve, let them grieve. I have always talked to my children about death. I say the one goal in life that we all have is to be born, grow up, and die. Dying is that part of life that none of us can avoid. So talking to them about it at an early age, and I still do mention it every now and then, I'll tell them, don't forget, mom is not going to be here on this earth forever, but the things that I've taught you all and share with you all and give you all love, I hope that when I am gone and you are in your toughest days, you will be able to pull that from within you to move on. I want all my kids to go on with their life and live their life, not mine. I was there for a time, I am no longer there. Go on and live your life. I also, the same for my husband. If I pass before you, move on. Go on and live your life. Life is to be lived for the living, not the dead. It might sound harsh for some people, but it is what reality is. Discuss that with your loved one. Tell them the things you need to tell them now. So when you are gone, they're not stuck trying to figure out, would mom want this? Would dad like this? They might still have some of that question, but they won't be stuck. You know what I mean? A lot of us don't talk about death because, I don't know, maybe we're afraid. But there is nothing to be afraid of because death is going to come. Whether we want it or not, it is going to come. So let us discuss that with our children, our loved ones, our family members. Let them know that what you would want for them after you are gone. And let it be known so they are aware. I tell my kids, move on, have fun, live life, do whatever you all want to. If you'll have the memories, that's good enough. When you pass, the memories go. The people who are alive have the memories. And we gotta celebrate our loved ones who have passed, and let people who are left after we are gone have good memories. Understand that living is the end of the goal of being a child, growing up, being an adult, living to be a good life. Death will come. It's nothing I can do about it, you can do about it, nobody can. It will come. But at least if we explain that to them and talk about it with them, they will be a little bit more comfortable after we are gone, and they'll be able to live life, and they'll be able to grieve in their time, their process, their way, their style. That is what I had to explain. And I explained that way because my son came to me a couple days ago, and he said one of his friends that they do hang out, he doesn't live here in the same section as us, but they do meet and they do hang out, and he has passed. And because I have already explained to them about death, he was able to console himself and his friend about it. And like I always tell them, if you feel like crying, cry. If you're hurting and you want to cry, cry. There is no shame in crying. Don't let people tell you that you should not cry because you are a man, or you should not cry because you're not an adult. It doesn't work like that. You feel like crying, cry. So when he came to me, he told me, hey ma, remember this kid, da-da-da? He passed. I tell him, the first thing I tell him, I say, if you need me, I am here for you. And if your friend needs to talk, I am there for them also. But he understands that death is going to come. And he knows he has to express his feelings. And that is why I'm saying, if you explain to your loved ones now about death, they'll be able to handle it in a whole different way. And they might not want to hear it in the beginning, but if you keep reminding them that, I'm telling you this because, I'm not going to be here for the rest of the days or whatever it is. They will understand. They will, it might not be something they like to hear, but they will understand and they will appreciate it a whole lot more than you think. You think that they'll be afraid. And yes, they will, but they'll appreciate you talking to them about death a whole lot more than you think. Have that conversation. Do it in small doses if you need to. But remind them, death is something that we cannot avoid. It is going to happen. And when it happens, I would expect you to continue living your life. And when you have memories of me, I hope you enjoy them. Today's eye makeup look: sexy, glam, soft, beautiful look. Lips are on point. Today's encouraging motivational word is let us move forward. We need to keep marching forward and let us take more steps forward so the time when something happens and move us a few steps backwards, we are not too far back. Forward motion keeps us going. Let us keep going forward. Always remember, self is first. Love self plenty. Take care of self. And I Simply Makeup is saying, let us keep and let us have the conversation with our friends and family about death. So when we are gone, they're not confused and not trying to figure out what to do in life. At least they'll have an idea to keep moving forward in life. Bye.